Hello, my name is Tony Dix, CRO at the CloudTask Marketplace, and it's my pleasure to be here presenting to you all at the 10 Bound Revenue Alignment Conference. The title of my presentation is Revenue Factory, Transforming Revenue Operations from Silos to an Assembly Line. Let's set the mood with a little bit of stats. So in today's experience-driven economy, B2B buyers demand seamless interactions across RevOps teams. Yet there's a vast disconnect between expectations and reality. While 76% of customers expect uniform interactions across departments, only 54% believe that marketing, sales, success, and support teams are actually in sync. The challenges created by disjointed teams are more than just a minor inconvenience. It's actually costing businesses money. According to the Zendesk Customer Experience Trends Report, 70% of customers are willing to spend more money with brands that deliver seamless, personalized customer experiences. According to Inside View data, 90% of companies acknowledge that siloed teams adversely affect the customer experience. And we at the CloudTask Marketplace are among that 90%. At CloudTask, we grapple with the chaos of disjointed teams. But we've recognized the call for change, and currently we're in the midst of our transformation, shifting away from siloed ops to a cohesive assembly line type framework. What's our aim? Unified customer experiences that meet the evolving demands of today's B2B buyers. Today, I'm going to peel back the onion a bit and share a bit about our ongoing journey in hopes that you'll find some insights and tools that you can use to navigate your path towards more efficient revenue operations and enhanced customer experiences. So just to provide a little bit of background, CloudTask was founded in 2014 as a business process outsourcing company, specializing in B2B lead generation and sales services. Post-COVID, we shifted our business model to brokering transactions between buyers and sellers of third-party sales services and products. We faced a new challenge of building an online platform that empowers people to shop for B2B sales solutions like they would shop for B2C products on Amazon or hire freelancers on Upwork. As a result of that transformation, and I mean, let's be frank, actually, we were dealing with challenges before that, but the transformation to this new model prompted us to address some of the challenges that we faced. And I'm going to highlight three in particular that stood out to me. Information hoarding, number one. Team members operate in isolated silos, often oblivious to what went on outside of their function. As a result, they would hoard information, not realizing that sharing that information could actually help alleviate friction somewhere else in the company and along the customer journey. Number two, lack of cross-functional collaboration. Team members were solely focused on their individual task and just unaware of their teammates' responsibilities. Additionally, they were unaware of our collective progress towards the company's overall objectives and goals. So that didn't really serve us either. And number three, internal competitiveness. Team members were fixated on racking up personal accolades and vanity metrics. It was all about their personal performance, and the collective progress of the company overall took a back seat, shadowed by the desire for individual spotlight. That normally reared its head in the form of, hey, I want a promotion, but the overall company's not hitting its sales goals. Those things just don't mix. So it became crystal clear that we needed to change the way we operated in order to meet our revenue and growth goals. By failing to tap into the strengths of everyone in the company, we were missing out on the flywheel that could be created by harnessing the full power of the brain trust that represented the collective strength of our team's talents and inadvertently stifled our company's growth. So the billion-dollar question was, how do we evolve to ensure that every cog in the CloudTask wheel contributes optimally to our overarching vision? We had a simple yet big task, which was build a peak performance team. That meant working together. We wanted everyone in the company to feel responsible for our common goal, It's like a team sport. Everyone plays their part and we all win together. Understanding our customer journey. We also knew we had to really get our head around what our customers go through from the first hello to the ongoing support. If we all understand that journey, we could serve customers better and stand out in the marketplace. And the third task related to the idea that we is bigger than me. While individual achievements are great, we wanted to make sure we were all aiming for the company's success as a whole. In fact, think of it this way. It's great to score a goal, but even better when the team wins the match. In order to achieve our desired outcomes, we put together a three-pronged action plan for simplicity. 1, create clarity. 2, reinforce clarity. 3, over-communicate clarity. I'm going to go and share with you all some of the details about how we approach each one of those 3 action points in hopes that you have a better understanding and find something that could be useful for you. So how do we go about creating clarity? 1, we mapped customer journeys. We built out customer journey maps, mapping out the entire process, sales process of delivering value for our target audience. And we included the team in that whole process so that there was transparency, understanding, and a feeling of ownership. We created shared revenue goals. We granted equity to each team member and aligned everyone around those common revenue goals. So everyone had skin in the game. And lastly, we aligned roles to the journey. We built out our RevOps team around 4 core functions: reaching prospects, acquiring leads, converting customers, and elevating promoters. Each function is responsible for a specific task at specific stages of the customer journey. This is what that looks like, or gives you an idea for what that customer journey looks like. Ultimately, creating clarity summed up to one unified expectation for everyone across the team. The role of every team member is to move buyers through our customer journey. Now that we've covered creating clarity, let's talk about how we reinforce clarity. First off, we introduced the growth potential formula. This formula helped everyone to grasp how each stage of our customer journey drives company growth. We introduced this formula emphasizing the impact of key stages of the customer journey on our company's growth potential. So that helped people understand some of the mathematics behind what they were doing. Secondly, we integrated the customer journey into our operating system. We reinforced SOPs that were dictated by our customer journeys, the ones that we outlined previously, by building them into the sales pipeline of our HubSpot CRM. This helped increase visibility around when steps were missed, and it also empowered team members to hold each other accountable when, let's say, the customer or a prospect showed up at their stage of the process without the proper information needed in order for that person to execute their role in an effective way. And lastly, we introduced and trained the team on intuitive tools for driving the customer experience. We cross-trained them so that each person not only knew what the tools they needed to use, but also understood what tools their teammates were using. And these were tools such as AI bots, automation tools, and it empowered them to improve their individual productivity, but also we had the benefit of helping backfill when maybe someone was out or service levels were down. Either way, this better understanding of what each member of the team had to do, was responsible for, and how they did it led to better cohesion among the team. By the way, if you want to know what the growth potential formula looks like, this is it. Visitors times leads times customers times margin times frequency equals growth potential. So what's great about that is when you double any of these, you actually increase your growth potential, right? When you double the number of website visitors you get to your page, you double your growth potential. When you double your leads and your visitors, you quadruple your growth potential, so on and so forth, until you can go from 8 times growth potential to 16 times your growth potential as the overall compounding effect of increasing performance at each of these stages of the buyer's journey. All right, so how do we over communicate clarity? Primarily, our primary tool for over communicating clarity was meeting cycles. Morning huddles. Great. All right. Morning huddles, which were focused on really getting the team to interact with content. Maybe you've experienced this before, but at times you'll have marketing teams creating blog posts, social media posts, different things of that nature. And other members of the team, including the sales team, might not even know about it. At least that's what we experienced in our organization. So we changed that by creating and engineering these opportunities for everyone on the team to interact with content that we believe drives business for our, or drives interest and awareness among our target audience, and pushes customers through the funnel. Additionally, it created an opportunity, like a healthy tension, that allowed for other members of the team, especially sales, to chime in when they felt that a piece of content wasn't valuable enough for them to feel comfortable sharing on their social media profiles or sharing with customers in sales transactions or sales meetings. Morning huddles, daily meetings. So daily meetings, we broke things out into themes for the different functions that represented movement through our customer journey. And by having those meetings, each, one meeting for that particular group per day. So each day we have a meeting with a specific theme or topic. But what that really allowed us to do was create more transparency, more communication across the team. And I can tell you personally, really trying to get folks to identify the fact that there may be an issue or something holding them back from doing their best work before the problem gets so far away that it cannot be resolved. Weekly skill development. Weekly skill development is where we get to reinforce and continue developing our team members, but additionally create more cohesiveness among the team through teamwork. We get to do kind of quizzes, game show style things related to books, articles, or things that we're reading. Sometimes we might review actual calls, and that's everybody on the team. And even though we're focused on RevOps, well, even our accounting folks or people that handle payroll are all involved in those calls so that everyone can understand what we do, who we serve, how we create value, challenges that we may run into at any point. And that really helps us to leverage everyone's talent, everyone's ideas to continuously improve how we operate the business. And lastly, the monthly shareholder meetings. So in the monthly shareholder meetings, as I mentioned before, we've provided everyone with shares of the company. And those meetings are another opportunity for everyone to feel included and informed about what's going on across the business, understanding how the business makes money, and once again, taking that learning, taking that understanding, and injecting it to improve how they do their individual or deliver on their individual roles and responsibilities, as well as to collectively help us continuously improve how we operate the business. So as this is a work in progress, I am not going to focus on final results, but rather the early indicators of success. And so the things that I am measuring are, I'm checking for increased clarity and alignment across the team. I'm able to survey team members to gauge their understanding of big picture goals and their role in the larger mission. Also able to pop quiz when we're on a skill development call. Also monitoring the number of queries or questions or clarifications regarding process flows or customer journey maps, with the goal of seeing those questions reduce over time. And if you don't If the question doesn't mean they don't have a question, but at least they should know where to find the answer. I'd like to add, if I also included the website and how we build out our website in that, working to make the website actually the 24/7 most productive member of our team by serving up answers to questions that not only our internal team needs to have, but also our prospects and customers need access to. Let's see. Engagement levels in meetings. Let me see. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit ahead. Okay. So, reduction in information hoarding. That's really around sharing information with other team members and collaborating with them, um, or informing them in a timely manner about what's going on, or even asking the question, right? So, information hoarding, it kind of blends in with this next one, which is frequency of cross functional collaboration, where team members are working together to solve problems in the business. Cross functionally, not just one department. Sometimes we're also engineering that, again, referring back to our skill development. If there's some homework or some group tasks that they could do, reminds me a little bit of college, but very helpful in getting folks comfortable working with each other, holding each other accountable, solving problems together. Additionally, very important because we're a small business, and people waiting around to get directions top down just does not serve us to grow in a positive way or accelerate our growth the way we want to see that accelerated. And engagement levels in meetings, monitoring that, how people are participating, contributing proactively to the conversations, understanding what we're there in that meeting for, and delivering value so that we can get the maximum productivity out of that meeting and get back to business. So let's wrap it up with some takeaways here. And there are several, but I'm going to highlight three that really stood out to me that I thought were worth mentioning. Team unity over everything. I like to say that again. We is greater than me. So while each person has a role on the team, at the end of the day, we're all pushing for the same goal as a result of the changes that we've implemented. And so to ensure your revenue team operates at peak effectiveness, it's crucial to establish clear goals and align everyone's efforts towards achieving them. The other thing I'm learning from this experience, I'll call out, is mapping out the importance of mapping out the customer journey. We hear about it a lot, but I think in particular, when you are not just doing that as an exercise to say, hey, we saw that, but creating these structured dependencies in your business, using your technology, your CRM, manual processes, digital processes, automation, whatever it may be, to drive and make sure that those steps, whatever the person's supposed to do relative to the stage of the journey that the prospect or customer is on, when you tie those together, then you really put yourself in a good position for success. And shared goals spark magic. Rally your teams behind common revenue targets. When everyone understands the journey and pulls together, the results can be astonishing. If you have the ability to give people some skin in the game, then that's great. But I think one piece that's really been working for us is having that monthly shareholder meeting. Not a monthly performance meeting, not a monthly sales meeting, but really in that meeting, diving into the numbers and helping people connect the dots between our performance and the overall value of the shares that they hold as members of the team. It increases understanding, increases commitment, and it's really been serving us well. And with that, thank you. That concludes my behind the scenes look at the CloudTask Marketplace journey to transform our RevOps teams from silos to an assembly line. I hope you got something out of this that you can use to enhance collaboration, effectiveness, and ultimately drive revenue growth at your company. And if so, shoot me a message on LinkedIn and let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Be great.